You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk only on Paranormal Experience Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
It's Wednesday night, time for the Paranormal Experience radio show with host Kat Hobson. Kick back, relax, and get ready to learn. Welcome to the show. Now, here's Kat.
Oh, you're so welcome. Good to be here. I know it. I know it. I know. And you hear so many people talk about haunted locations and some of the experiences people have and the investigations they have. So I think some of it is, is it really that haunted? You know what I mean? That haven't been. Yes. You know what? I think since I've owned the building, I can count the quiet nights on one hand. I bought it in April 2015. You got that right. We do. They do seem that way when they talk to you, like every once in a while. We'll get a voice that startles me. Oh, I haven't heard you before. Who are you? Who are you? So yeah, surprisingly, um, they've been great actually. I don't have any problems. I have never had any problems with, I don't know if you want to say angry spirits or disrespect. Now, one of our resident spirits has gotten upset a couple of times, but there's never been no harm or anything like that, you know. It's just been vocal. And that would be the sheriff. He did not like a guest one time and wanted him out of the third floor. That was so crazy. Yes. Well, it's not like it's a feeling like, for me, I don't spend a lot of time up there by myself or real long periods of time up there because I feel like, well, he's always there. So I feel like I'm, kind of encroaching on his space, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's one thing that I think too. Sometimes I just go up there, different areas of the jail, and I have normal conversations with them, just like I talk to you. And it's it's crazy because I do think they get tired of being asked the same things over and over and treating them like they don't know anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Yeah, and sometimes absolutely. And I think if people would, if they go to places that they know is haunted, learn a little bit about the location, and if there are resident ghosts, learn a little bit about them and try to have normal conversations, because it's not about touch the green lights and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Really? I mean, I think I would get annoyed if I was a ghost and that's all people said to me, or, you know? Plus, I usually let them know. I mean, it's been enough time. They know how things roll up there. So I usually let them know when we're having an event, and I tell them they're the stars of the show. It's showtime. So, um, and I ask them if they're gonna help me out and interact with guests, and the most oftentimes they tell me they will, and they show up, and so they are aware that there's gonna be people there doing that same kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah, the superintendent of the schools over there. I was so thrilled because he basically trusted us with the kids, you know? And we give the kids a little crash course on ghost hunting, and they did a fantastic job. And all of the resident ghosts showed up that night, because we had a big talk with the ghosts, like a couple of weeks out. You know, we would talk about it, and you know what? They showed up and interacted with every round, because we did it in cycles. And oh my gosh, it was amazing. They took over the portal box. We couldn't even do any adjustments on it. They just took it over. You could hear them talking outside the building. It was phenomenal. Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. This was great for the kids, and they were able to raise some money for their prom. So that was awesome. I know. I was like, the kids had contacted me to see if they could use the jail, and I said, well, I think let's do what we do best here, and do many ghost hunt sessions. And that's when I had a meeting with the school board, and they approved it. So I was like excited. I was. I was shocked. I was shocked. But, I think us being there and doing what we're doing, it's opened up some other avenues, because now the library was hosting a author around Halloween, that was there at the library telling the ghost stories, real accounts. And they did a haunted thing in the cemetery, a reenactment of some of the prominent people of the town. So it's just really opened up a bunch of stuff in the town, open minds, and it's fabulous. They did. Yes. No, and I will do, if the kids want to do another fundraiser, I'm all